What up, Caniacs? I got a question. Are y'all pumped up for Game 5 of these Eastern Conference Finals? Yeah, me too. So let's sound the siren for these Hurricanes and let's get lit at the Lenny. Come on.
What's up, everybody? Trent Denson here with Spread the Positive, the STP podcast. I'm going to be honest, I'm fanboying out a little bit right now. I got an absolute legend joining us today, someone that has brought a lot of joy to my life, to a lot of people's lives in my immediate circle. But I think he does have a question for us to bring it in.
Heck yeah. What up, party people? Got a quick question. Goes a little something like this. If you had 150,000,
Yeah.
What's up, party people? Let's go.
Let's go, man. The legendary, if you had 150,000, international banger, Carolina Mike is joining us. Thank you so much for being on, man. How are you?
Hey, I'm living the dream. I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, man. I have I got so many questions, and I typically, like I told you before we start, I really want to hear your backstory and just kind of what shaped you into this great human, man. Like, you really do live out the mission to spread the positive. All your music is super, like, it's so hard to explain. Like, it just makes you smile, and it just brings, I don't know, it's brought me a lot of joy. I think it's just very needed, and I know this isn't like an overnight thing, kind of like how it seems on the internet, because I know you've been at this music thing for a long time, and I don't even know where to start, man. But I like to go back to young Carolina Mike and just hear about what childhood was like, and early passions, and just kind of what shaped the greatness that is the Carolina Mike of today, man.
Sure. Wow, that's a pretty big subject. I'll try and give you bits and pieces. Like, so childhood, I was always like mouthy, like talked a lot, talked back a lot, just mouthy. Like I remember like my mom saved my old elementary school report cards, and it'd be like, you know how they do the comments, like, you know, back then when people actually wrote stuff down.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the 70s and 80s, they teachers would be like, great student, talks too much in class. Great student, too disruptive in class. Very disruptive, talks too much. So that's how I was as a kid, just, you know, super chattery. Also had a huge stutter, which you probably wouldn't know that right now, but I've always been a stutterer to a certain extent. It was really bad when I was younger. It's gotten much better, and I've gotten a much better handle on it, but every now and then it'll still pop up. But that's just goes to show you that even if you have something like that, like you can overcome these things, right?
I've heard that in your music. You've talked about that. What song is it?
The song is called "They Call Me." It was actually my second release.
Yeah. See,
so
hey.
you're a student of the catalog. Wow.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you.
That's a banger.
So I appreciate it. So then, you know, as a kid, I was also always wanting to like entertain people. When we had company come over, I'd always be like, you know, hold something in my hand, pretend to be a microphone, and like sing whatever I had, you know, heard on the radio. As a matter of fact, my next single that's coming out here as soon as I can actually get it out there. It's done. I just need to like get it out. It's called Press Play, and the album or the single cover art is an old Polaroid of me standing in my grandma's house pretending to sing. So
you've been doing this, man.
Yeah. And so then we get into like middle school. I joined the band, and that's really where the music really sort of took off. You know, learning how to read music, learning my instrument.
What'd you play?
Played euphonium. Also commonly known as a baritone horn. It's like a baby tuba. So I played that all through middle school, high school, 2 years in college, 4
Nice,
years
man.
in the Marine Corps. So
Where'd you
actually
grow up?
grew up in Camden, South Carolina. Shout out to
Okay.
the 803. That's
Okay. I
right.
see you. I know where
Yeah.
Camden is. I grew up in Asheville, North Carolina. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yep.
that's
Yeah.
crazy. That's awesome.
So,
So yeah, keep it going. What else?
and then released my first song in 2018. That first song was called Good Credit. It is not my favorite release by far. It is my least favorite song that I've ever done. Although
Really?
my daughter really digs it. And I'm like, seriously? And I got some good friends that are like, yeah, that's our favorite jam. I'm like, how? Like how?
I mean, it's very applicable. It's yeah, it's very applicable. I'll say that. You
So
gotta keep good credit. Pay your
yeah,
bills all the time, man.
yeah. Again,
Yeah,
this
I
guy
really
he's
know
been
your
digging
songs,
the
man. I've listened
catalog.
to it. It's awesome. Dude, that's so cool. So Good Credit came out. Or all right, so Camden, South Carolina,
Yep.
uh band all through middle school, high school, and where was college?
Went to Furman University
Oh, snap. Okay.
for 2 years, and
That's a
then
great school.
I got recruited into the Marine Corps, and the rest is
Oh,
history.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you for your service, man.
Thank you for acknowledging.
Yeah. So Marines. Did not know that. Okay,
Yeah.
talk to me about that.
So basically it was sophomore year at Furman, and money was running out. You know, I was blessed to have some decent scholarships for the first couple of years, partial music scholarship, but then funds started getting a little low. I was in the jazz, so I was in marching band, symphonic band, and I had just joined the jazz band on
Wow.
trombone.
Nice.
And third trombone. Don't let's not get it twisted here. Bottom of the barrel trombone. And
Okay.
but we had a part that called for a plunger mute, and so I was at the hardware store looking for a plunger, and all of a sudden this Marine recruiter walks up. It's like, hey, what are you doing? I was like, I'm getting this plunger mute for my trombone. He goes, oh, you're in the band? I was like, yeah, I'm in the band. He's like, well, you come by the office and da 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 da. And you know, one thing
Okay.
led to another, and there you go.
So how long were you in the Marines?
4 years. I was
Okay.
in the Marine Corps band stationed at Cherry Point,
That's
North
so
Carolina.
cool. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
And actually, that's where I really kind of got my big start, my big taste for performing, for singing live.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they had several different bands. They had the marching band, or like the field band, and then we had our symphonic band. There was a jazz band or jazz fusion band, and then they had a show band. It's basically just like a party band that does cover tunes, and we would go out and do shows in the community. We
Nice.
did a couple of shows at the Pro Football Hall of Fame, which was cool.
Wow.
And I, you know, when I got to my duty station, I wasn't, you know, initially in that show band, but I heard them practicing, and I was like, you know what? I feel like I could do that. And so I auditioned, and then next thing you know, I'm the lead singer in the show
Dude,
band.
that's
So
incredible.
yeah.
That's really awesome. And I know, so what was after what was after all that?
After Marine Corps, basically came up to Minnesota to try and like, you know, maybe get with a band, start a band, and
How did you,
you know,
why Minnesota? How did that happen?
I knew some people that lived out here,
Okay.
and so I just came out, and you know, it was something to do that wasn't just staying in the same old place where I grew
Sure.
up. I mean, nothing against my hometown, but I just wanted to, you know, get out and, you know,
Yeah. See the world.
yeah, yeah. And then again, one thing led to another, and here we are. Here we
Yeah.
are.
And have you been in, is it the IT world, or
IT for a while. I basically work with SharePoint, Microsoft Teams, AI, Microsoft
Yep.
Copilot.
Yep.
So I'm the administrator for my company.
That's really cool. That's awesome. All right, so from one keep pounding fanatic to another, where did the love for our Panthers come from?
Oh boy, long time. I mean, for growing up, we didn't really have a team, right?
Mhm.
And then we finally got a team in the mid '90s.
Yep.
And as a matter of fact, while I was at Furman, the marching band got invited to the groundbreaking ceremony for
Nice.
Ericsson Stadium. So the
Let's
real
go.
ones know
Yeah,
the
real
original
ones
name.
know. Real
Yeah,
ones know. That's right.
yeah.
Ericsson
So
Stadium. That's right.
Ericsson Stadium. And so ever since then, I've just been a fan.
Yeah.
Especially when I got to Minnesota, I just felt like I needed to root for my
Yeah,
real home team,
that's
not
right. That's right.
not where I moved to.
There you go. Hell yeah. I love that. Did you ever being at Furman and then the first season they played at Clemson?
Yep,
Real ones know that one too. So did you
yep.
ever do anything at Clemson?
You mean as far as go to a game
Or just
at Clemson?
maybe y'all
Oh,
performed or something? I
yeah,
was just
actually, I did.
yeah,
This was it was a women's game where they
nice.
beat Duke.
Let's
I
go.
performed at
That's huge.
halftime, and a student had to make a putt, or it was a
Yeah,
contest.
yes, dude. I saw
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Unbelievable.
That was crazy. I was like, no way he made that putt
Bro, that was legendary. And you're like celebrating with
$450,000.
everybody. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. It was so sick. That's yeah, I'm a golfer too, so like that's impossible. Like that's so
yeah.
unlikely.
I was like, there's no way. And you
Right.
saw it. It was like a piece of plywood that they held
Yeah.
up, and it
Right.
had like a mouse
Yes.
hole cut,
Yep.
and it was like, I mean, that barely
Yeah.
bigger than the size of a
The ball.
golf ball.
Exactly. Unbelievable. Like you could give somebody 1,000 tries and they probably wouldn't make it.
Oh yeah.
And he made it on the first one. That was unbelievable. And I saw that clip. I was like, dude, that's so awesome that he was there. So I got to celebrate
Yeah.
with everybody. That was so cool.
Well, that was part of the reason why they invited me out to perform, was because that was part of the thing. They had a contest to give out
Yeah.
$150,000 and just
Oh,
tie it in.
oh my gosh. They gave away
Yeah.
150,000?
I
Supposedly?
think it was gonna be like if everybody made their putt, it would
Oh,
total
okay.
up to 150,000.
Oh,
So
got you. Got you. That's
yeah,
still
only
that's
one
amazing.
person made it.
That's so crazy. Wow. So yeah, I love that, man. And being there for the groundbreaking of Ericsson Stadium, that had to be legendary.
It was awesome. And fun fact, my first Panthers home game was November 10th, 2025,
Oh wow.
Saints versus Saints, and I
Yes.
performed my song right
You had
before
never that's
halftime.
the first game you've ever been to?
First home game. I've
Oh,
seen
okay.
them play when they
Okay.
every time they come to Minnesota, I'm there.
Okay.
Um, I think they're coming this year too,
Yeah, I
so
think so. I
looking
saw
forward to
that.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll probably be performing.
Well, I don't know
Yeah,
if the Vikings are gonna
guess
want
so.
me to do
Yeah.
that.
The away team can't really provide the entertainment.
Yeah. Or they want me to be like,
You
doing
found
something
it.
for them, which would be
Skull Vikings.
a little
No.
interesting.
Yeah,
So,
that's so cool, man. All right, so let's talk about the "If I Had 150,000" song. Where was the inspiration? How long did it take you? And then like once you put it out, did it just go crazy or was there a little lull there?
okay, there was a lull, and like, so this thing all came about in like stages. Okay,
Right.
so the first stage was somewhere around 2022, 2023, somewhere along in there. I was talking with one of my mentors, and they were like, maybe you should try writing 30 songs in 30 days. Just like push
Whoa.
yourself to just write, write, write. And I was like, okay, sure. And so I started, I knew that it was good to start with a beat. And then once you have the beat, then add the lyrics. And so I
Yeah.
said, okay, here we go. So day number one, I boom, fired out a beat. And then I was like, day number two. I got to like day like 6, 7, day 6, 7,
Oh boy.
6 or
Kids
7.
are losing their minds.
And And once I got to that point, I pretty much had stopped. Like I
Yeah.
didn't make it to 30 days. However, one of those beats was the beat for if I had 150K.
Let's go.
And so I'm listening to the
Boom,
beat
boom, boom,
and I'm just sort of like, yeah,
boom, boom, boom.
I'm trying
It's
to
so
figure out
comfortable.
what I'm gonna say, right? And I'm
Yeah.
like, I just start humming if you had 150. And I said 150 instead of 100 or a million. It
Yeah.
just came out that way. And rhythmically,
Yeah.
it it
It works.
vibes.
Yes.
You know,
It's perfect.
if you say 100, if you say anything else than
A hundred.
150, it doesn't have the same like rhythmic feel to it
Yes.
from a
1,000%.
syllable perspective. But
Right.
so
That's
so
so
anyway,
good.
so like, okay, all right, I have a hook here. All right, now what am I gonna write about? Like, okay, so okay, and I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna like write about fun, silly things that I would buy with
Yes.
that oddly specific, not large, not small dollar amount.
Yes.
And so I was like, $50,000 on a big old yacht. And I was like,
Wait a minute.
wait a minute, that's not enough to buy a yacht. It's like,
That's
this
funny.
doesn't even rhyme, or it does rhyme with itself, which you can't or aren't supposed to do, but whatever. And so I just did it, right? But now I got to the first verse, and then I did the chorus, and I was like, I guess I'm done with this song. Like just one verse. This was
Yeah.
back in 2022, 2023. And I said, okay, well, let me just get it out there. And so don't ask me why, but I did. I printed it with just one verse, sent it to mastering and everything, just a single verse, and released it in 2023.
Okay.
And it just,
Cricket. Cricket.
yeah,
Okay.
just flat. This is nothing. And I mean, I made TikToks, I made Instagram. Yeah, I did the stuff. Now,
Mhm.
granted, I didn't have like a big marketing push. I'm just independent.
Right.
But I did try and make some content, and I kept making content off and on for a few years with that,
Right.
just the first verse. And I tried to get people to like, pick it up as like some sort of a sync thing or like
Yeah.
commercial, but nothing ever happened. But then July 4th, 2025, I put on this outfit that I was just wearing. It wasn't like I was like, let me put on this, certain. No, that's just what I was wearing that day. And I got in front of my garage, and I had been like toying around with like different ideas of like how to like, do a dance because I knew like TikTok is big on
Yeah.
dances, right? And so I just did the kind of side to side thing,
Yeah.
and before I even thought to throw real money, I just pretended to throw money,
Yeah.
and it just it just started creeping up. It
Yeah.
just started creeping. And that weekend, I think TikTok ended up getting like, I don't know, 250,000 views. And then somebody put it on somebody, how people will like screen grab your stuff and put it on
Mhm.
Reddit.
Yep.
Somebody did that. And one of my mentors like texted me, is like, hey, did you see your videos on Reddit? And I was like, what? And so I went there, and someone had put it on crappy music. There's
Oh,
like well, crappy music, but
oh,
their
it
title was
worked.
like, "Is this crappy or not?" And then
Right.
people were revolting. They were literally revolting in the comments, like, "This
Let's
is not
go.
crap. This doesn't belong here." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
We got
Um,
some.
yeah. And so still, that was just the first verse.
Right.
Okay. So it's kind of a long story, but
No, this is what I'm here for. I
hear
need
me
all.
out. Hear me out.
Yeah, please, please.
So that was July 4th weekend. And then fast forward a couple of weeks, it's still kind of doing some traction. People are like, where's the rest of the song? And I
Right.
was like, that is the rest of the song. Like, it's just a verse. And they were like, no, that's stupid. And then they wanted more. So I went to
Let's
my
go.
mentors. I went to two different mentors, and I was like, hey, well, do I really need to add another verse? And
Yeah.
and they were like, yeah, you do. And I was like, really? Come
Yep.
on. And much to my chagrin, they were like, yeah, you need to do it. And so I reopened the session, found my settings, and I have this like blue foot pedal that I
Right.
used,
Yep.
and I was afraid I wasn't gonna be able to find the right settings, but I was able to.
Nice.
Oh, also didn't have any lyrics. And
Right.
so,
Right. That part.
so my one mentor was like, "You need to do this," and I was like, "All right." And I had a tennis tournament coming up,
Yeah.
okay, that weekend, but I was like, "All right, let me just crank it out." So 24 hours later, I had the lyrics, and so that Friday night, I put everything together and did a little test run, and I was able to get the settings right for the vocal settings. And then Saturday morning before my tournament, I actually laid down that second verse.
Yes.
Uh, and then I did some more videos where I was tossing the money, and then it just,
Went
and
crazy.
with the background here, and it went nuts.
That's so crazy. I love that. I do remember the second verse coming out because I had seen early on some stuff. Because weren't you in Panther stuff on the like some of the first ones, or did that happen strictly on the second verse?
That all of the real deal stuff, with the exception of the lucky, I did a lucky energy drink ad. They
Okay.
reached out to me. I don't think I had the second verse ready at
Okay.
that point, but shortly out, because I released the extended version in August.
Right.
So from July to I guess August 29th or something.
Wow. It's almost
That's
a
when I
year.
wrote that second verse, and after that, that's when people were jumping on.
Yeah.
But Panthers were like, "Hey, can we use it in an edit?" NFL was like, "Hey, can we use it in an edit?" I was like,
Yep.
"Sure."
You got paid, right?
Nothing's been life changing at this
Okay.
point.
All right. That's kind of personal. I'm sorry about
But
that.
yeah, but all the channels were followed properly. Like as far as
Gotcha.
anyone that's used it, like the NFL, Charlotte Hornets, um, Carolina Panthers,
Yeah.
it's all been with my stamp of approval.
That's really awesome, man. Yeah. I get okay. I swear I remember, or maybe I just remember going back and listening to the first version without the second verse. Maybe that's what it is. Anyway, it was definitely when you were doing like you were panthered out with the background behind you, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I love this guy. This is my spirit animal. Like you are, yeah. I was so obsessed, and I started bugging the crap out of my friends with it, and my significant other is pretty tired of it, but I don't care. It brings a lot of joy most of the time. But yeah, man, I think that's so awesome, and I mean, I think, or I just appreciate you really speak about like mental health a lot and the overcoming side of things with like your stutter, and just like you really are just like an uplifting positive dude, like through and through. And then you made this song that just like brought so much joy to the world. Like I just think you're great, man. Like this is so awesome, and just want to say personally thank you for doing all that, and for the song, and for everything you're gonna be doing, man. I'm just super pumped. Like
Thank you.
it's like people always say it's an overnight success, but you've been at this for a long time, and
Yeah.
you deserve
eh,
it, man. You deserve everything because you put in the work, and uh, the intention behind it. I guess that's what I'm really trying to say. The intention behind what you do is bigger than just making some catchy music. Like it's really to help people, I think.
Oh, I appreciate you recognize that. I appreciate you recognizing that. Sorry.
Yeah.
And yes, you know, from 2018 on, whenever I would do something live, or compete in a contest, I'd always try and inspire people, like at the end, say, "Hey, if there's something you want to do, get out there and do it. Like,
Yeah.
you want to make a song, make a song. Who cares if people like it, don't like it? You want to learn how to play golf, tennis, basketball. There's so many avenues, so many things that you can do that you just don't realize, that the resources are out there, and all you gotta do is just go sign up for that thing. There's all
Right.
sorts of free stuff that you can sign up for. And so instead of just living your life and waiting and wondering, like, oh, I always wanted to play hockey. Well, go learn how to play hockey.
Skates, man. Go get some
You know,
skates and some pads.
maybe that's not the best because it's pretty expensive. It's pretty
That's
expensive.
a fairy
Um,
tale there.
but I'm sure there's resources out there.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. No, that's beautiful, man. I agree 1,000%. I always say, like, anybody that puts out music, period, I respect. Like, I just respect the heck out of that because that's like your rawest emotions and like your rawest, like this is your truth coming out in the form of a song, and you took a chance on that. So I'll listen to anybody. Like if I have any type of personal connection and they put something out, I'm gonna go listen to it just to be like, yo, you did that. Congrats. I think that's, I think so much to what you just said is true. Like people go to the grave with these regrets of not trying something and not, putting themselves out there and not taking a risk on something. And full disclosure, like doing this podcast thing, we actually have a similar timeline. I started this podcast in 2018 and just fell in love with, the power of podcasting and connecting with people and being able to reach out to Carolina Mike and be like, hey man, can I get 45 minutes just to hear your story and hear this fills my cup more than anything. And I just think you're really onto something with that. Just like if you have anything you're passionate about, or even just something that's like itching, like do it. Do something.
Yeah.
Do something, man. That's beautiful. Well, one of the tagline here at Spread the Positive is bringing light to what's going right. So I always ask our guests this question. According to you, in the world of Carolina Mike, what in this world is going right in your opinion?
In the world or in my world?
Either or both. And I'll start by saying you. That's my example.
Oh man, thank you. I'm not worthy of that, but I appreciate it. So we'll take it both. So like, what's going right in the world, in the big world? I think a lot of people would say not much, but
right.
I believe, as naive as it is, that a majority of people care about each other.
Amen.
Regardless of what they're saying, what they're spewing, how they're behaving. I just think that there's a lot more good out there. I just choose to believe that there's a lot more good out there than there is negativity, just from a general standpoint. And we just got to recognize it. So,
and you got to look for it sometimes, right? Like that's the messed up part. You like that's why we do this, man. Like it's literally the baseline for this whole crazy dream of this, what started as a podcast to, now we've launched. I don't want to talk about all that, but you got to go out of your way to find the good. And luckily sometimes really awesome people have a moment and blow up and have, a bigger platform and more reach. And you can ask them to jump on a pod with you. It's kind of wild. What about in your world, man?
In my world, what's going well is, I'd say just trying to be present for the family, and having fun with tennis.
Let's go, man.
And getting better.
Nice on the tennis court, man. I didn't know that either till recently. I saw that serve game, bro.
I've been working on
it. Heat with that.
It's in the second verse too, so
the tennis court.
HOA,
make it tear it down, man.
Exactly. So what's going? What about your world,
man?
Let's hear about your world,
man. There's a lot going right in the world of STP, man. We got an amazing little team that's coming together. I've been kind of a one-man show for a long time. Definitely some help along the way. Don't want to act like it's just me, but got some people that really believe in the mission and really see the potential of what we can do for people and what we provide. Just as far as I always say, we fill 3 buckets: community, content, and connection, and those buckets pour into one another. And our kind of baseline service is podcasting, but it's really more of a network effect of what we are building, and just the people that have been involved, from being guests to advertisers, sponsors, other podcasters, people that have been on panels, just the whole ecosystem of STP, man. It's we're in a really cool spot, and I'm super grateful for it. Got to shout out the team. Steph's running this session for us right now. Stephanie Flipson.
What up, Steph?
Amazing. What up, Steph? Get the shout out. And Katie Coleman.
What up, Katie Coleman in the house? Let's go.
Party people. But yeah, man. And our guy Josh, and a new guy named Cairo just joined us, and like everybody. And
shout out to Josh and Cairo.
And Vanessa's our intern. She's finishing up at MTSU here in Murfreesboro. Amazing young lady. Let's go. But yeah, man. Shout out to Tanner. Tanner is a big Carolina Mike fan, by the way. That's
Let's go, Tanner.
Shout out Tanner for us, Carolina Mike.
Shout out Tanner and a easy but cheesy.
Yes, sir. That will make that kid's day. Great. Tanner's the man. We love Tanner. But yeah, there's a lot of great things happening, man. But I want to get back to you, man. This is your show here. Man, it's hard to put these things into words sometimes, and I feel like I've kind of stumbled across some already, but just really appreciate your energy as a whole, man. It's been so fun to watch, and became such a big fan so fast. I will say, I'm pretty sure the Panthers fandom had a little bit more than I care to admit, but then I heard the song, and I don't know, man. You're just doing some really great stuff, and I think you're on the cusp of, doing even more, and really cool things are on the horizon for you. Can you speak to that any? Like, do you have any anything else you can share? The new single's dropping. That's super exciting. What else are you excited about?
There are some things in the works that haven't one has been soft finalized, but I haven't been given the okay to announce it.
Gotcha.
But boy, I just can't wait until this thing, until they give me the go ahead.
Can you say that?
I don't. I shall refrain. I shall refrain from.
And we can take that out if we need to.
Man, it's so no. You can. I mean, I didn't say anything, so
okay. No incriminating evidence here. Okay.
Right. I just have to get the final go ahead.
Man, come on.
It's gonna be so awesome.
I believe it's gonna happen.
And then there's another thing I'm working on. I got reached out to by an entity, and just again, negotiating to see if this is gonna come to fruition or not. Those are the two things. Yeah, I know. I'm just like, man.
Come on.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Time just hadn't caught up yet, man. Time is not caught up yet, but you're there, dude. You're there.
I'm trying.
That's so exciting, man. Yeah, the patience in that time is so hard, man. Or I can't even imagine, but yeah, man. You're on deck for sure. Definitely believe that.
Trying to be.
Yeah, man. You're definitely doing it. Well, yeah, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you for all you're doing. I know we kind of got a hard stop here in a few minutes, but
all good. All good. I got a few minutes, so
I got you.
Good.
Well, yeah, man. Just talking about what's coming up. I know you're going to be at some games this season. Let's talk about the draft. Let's talk about the new weapons. We are killing it in the draft room the past couple of years.
I paid attention to the first one, and then I've been a little busy with the other rounds. But was it Freeling?
Yeah, kid from Georgia.
Yeah, he's pretty excited about him. Yeah. I'm just glad we're adding to the arsenal. So
yeah, man, got to protect Bryce. Gots
Oh
to
yeah.
protect Brycey. But yeah, I'm pumped for the kid. We got a receiver from Tennessee that's a dog. Put him and T Mac and Jalen and Sanders. Man, like we should have we gonna be a problem. And the defense, the offseason pickups on defense are gonna be insane. The
Yep.
guy from
Jonathan Brooks. Go ahead.
oh yeah, and Jonathan Brooks is back.
I saw an interview where he said he's cleared for practice. So
Let's go.
yeah, just working him back into the rotation.
Yeah, I saw he got baptized too. Shout out to Jonathan Brooks and Chuba was
Yep.
there. Chuba was
Yep. I
there.
heard.
That
Yep.
was really cool. I love our culture, man. I know I'm super biased, but I love Coach Canales. Like you've met him, right? You've met like everybody, right?
I haven't I haven't met Coach Canales. I did meet Mr. and Mrs. Tepper.
Nice.
Um and Jake Delhomme, Luke Kuechly, Jonathan Stewart. Also when I went down for the Seattle game on my own, and then I was able to get on the sidelines, and then I met Leggett
Nice.
and Chuba Hubbard.
Nice.
So that was super cool.
What was Xavier like? Is he as funny as
It was super. He was just mellow, just super mellow, just like
really?
and then
Did you
I was like, hey,
understand him?
yeah, I did. I mean, I'm from South Carolina, so
Okay, so you've been
it
around.
helped. But he was super cool though, because what was cool about it was we were chatting, and then I asked for a photo, and then instead of leaving his helmet on, I believe he took his helmet off.
Yeah,
So I thought that was pretty cool. He didn't have to do that, so
right.
he was super cool. Yeah.
Chuba same way.
Yeah, Chuba's super cool. I don't know if he took his helmet off, but that doesn't,
Okay.
it's all good. But
Rocking
but
in.
yeah, it was awesome.
That's so cool. Yeah, favorite Panthers memory across the
Favorite
board.
I mean, I'm gonna have to go with getting a chance to do my song right before halftime in front of like 70,000 people. Like it
Come
was so
on.
cool because they did it right before halftime. So it was packed.
Yeah,
Like people hadn't really left to
yeah.
go for halftime. And that and also,
I
you
mean,
know,
did it just go crazy? I feel like it had to just go crazy. Like,
the stadium,
yeah.
I wouldn't know
Okay.
because here's so the way this plays out is I've got in-ear monitors in,
Right.
which I kind of have to with the echo and
Yeah,
having the sound out there in the stadium. It would just be really hard to focus on
right.
timing. And so because I have in-ears, they didn't really mix in any crowd noise into my
Mhm.
monitor mix. It was just my music and my vocals.
Right.
And so it wasn't until I was done that I could pop out my in-ears and kind of hear the crowd. And it's so like I was in such a heightened state
Yeah.
that I just don't, it's almost like it didn't even really happen, right?
Wow. Yeah.
Um, but when I go back and watch, the Panthers actually put together a little reel of some footage of it,
Nice.
and you could see like on the jumbotron, there's people like standing up, vibing out.
Yeah.
Um, and
That's
so
so
yeah, that
that's so
so yeah,
cool.
the people and when a bunch of people would post their
Yeah.
own cell phone footage, and you
Yeah.
could see people were vibing out. So yeah,
That's
it
so
was
sick,
lit.
dude. That's amazing. I would have killed to be there. That game
But
was a rough game.
as far as actual Panthers football moments,
Let's go.
um,
Give me
you
your
know,
top 3.
when they beat Green Bay,
Yep.
okay. Um,
Steps back. She said boo. She's booing you down the hall. Yeah. That was
um,
crazy. That was crazy.
um,
The last second
also,
field goal.
there was a moment. I think it was in one of their first Super Bowl run where Steve Smith caught this pass at the end of, I think it was the
Yep.
Rams.
Yep.
It was like the greatest show on turf,
Yep.
that team.
Yep.
And he just caught this pass and just ran it in for a touchdown. And
Dude, he had an insane game. It was had like 200 something yards that game.
yeah,
Smitty's my favorite player ever. No question.
and
Number one.
he's awesome. And then I would also have to add in the Super Bowl, the first Super Bowl where Jake Delhomme hit Muhsin Muhammad for the longest touchdown pass in Super Bowl history, even though he lost that game. To date, so far, So
those are 3 legendary moments. God, I love the Panthers so much. I can't wait for this season, man. I'm so fired up. But man, Carolina Mike, thank you for everything. I do have one last question I always ask our folks as well. I call it the grateful 4. 4 things you're most grateful for right now. What would you go with?
My amazing daughter.
Nice.
I would say just all of my family, you know, and which would include my daughter's mom / my used to be wife. Shout out to Sarah. And that's 2, right? My daughter, my family, the fans,
yes,
and just being able to breathe and walk and talk and, you know, just be alive. I mean, it sounds, you know, kind of wild, but
I get it. That's beautiful. Beautiful, grateful for Carolina Mike, man. Tell everybody, I mean, we're gonna have all your handles obviously in the show notes, but shout out everywhere people can find you and all that stuff.
Sure. Check me out on Instagram. That's where I've got all my stuff there. It is Carolina_MIC as in microphone. Same thing on TikTok. And then you can also go to carolinamike.com and you'll see all my links there. But those are the 3 main avenues to find my, or just Google Carolina MIC.
Right.
So,
and go listen on Spotify or anywhere you can stream music. If you need to pick me up in your day, go listen to Maple Syrup or go listen to Maple Syrup or 150K Extended. Actually, both of them, man. It'll bring a smile to your face. And if it doesn't, you probably need to check yourself. I'll say it. I'll say it with confidence. Actually, well, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for doing this. Hope to stay in touch, man. If you're ever in Nashville or the Middle Tennessee area, would love to connect any way possible.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Just appreciate your time and all that you're doing, and can't wait for some of these deals to get inked up and solidified, so you can be off even more to a whole new stratosphere, man. I really believe it, and I think you're going to do some really amazing things because you have the right intentions and the right heart for the bigger picture of what you're doing, and I think that's speaks volumes. So thank you, man. Thank you for everything. Quick plug for Spread the Positive. Be sure to check out spreadthepositive.net, new website. Got all our shows on there. Working on building out the Meet the Team page. Come see us on the square here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Beautiful new studio space. We're building out a second set right now. Come meet the team, meet the fam, get involved. It's a great time to tap into what we're doing and get involved here at Spread the Positive. Carolina Mike is definitely a walking, breathing, alive version of our mission statement. So it's been an honor, my friend, and look forward to connecting further.
Definitely. Thank you so much for having me, and it's been my pleasure. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, man. We'll wrap this one up. We'll see you on the next one. Be sure to like, share, follow, subscribe, do all the things, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you so much.